Welcome back to Market Movers San Diego. I'm your host, Jason Yost. I'm here with John Lieber. John, good to see you again.
Jason, good to be here.
So we were talking about all the things we see on the media, and one of the questions I have for you is, what's the market like here in San Diego, specifically compared to, say, the rest of the U.S.?
You hear so much negative news, and rightfully so. I mean, there is some out there when you got high interest rates and a lot of stuff going on, a lot of uncertainty. But San Diego has done so well. We're still hanging tight price wise. We've seen a little bit of a slowdown the last month or so, but if a place is priced right, it's still going to sell for a nice price, and it is amazing to me when you got interest rates in the sevens that that's the case. But too, I own property out of state, and so I'm keeping track of where things are, and I know a lot of the other markets that really had a huge run up post COVID. They're coming back to reality a little bit more now. So I don't know if I would call it an opportunity yet to buy out of state, but I think as things do continue to just kind of level out over the next months or years, I think you'll see more people that move to wherever, Idaho, Tennessee, Texas, that maybe moved from California that want to come back. And they built a lot of places there too. And if they don't have enough people coming in to support what they've built, things have started to change.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's your main advice for a buyer right now who is looking in the San Diego market?
My advice is fairly constant with, if you're going to be there for a while, it's worth getting in something.
Right.
I think sometimes you look at the VA buyer that's stationed here, knows he's going to get stationed somewhere else in 2 or 3 years.
Right.
That's where I would caution someone against buying something, just because if you buy that property now, that starter home for $800,000, and you've got a 7% plus mortgage, you're just not going to be able to cover anywhere close to that with rent.
That's absolutely correct.
You're going to lose 7%, 6.5%, 7% with commissions and fees and everything when you go to sell that, and that's where you could put yourself in a tough spot. But if you're going to be here for 5 years, 10 years, it's always worth getting in, because things in generally trend upward.
Correct. John, thanks so much for that expert insight. For everybody else tuned in, we'll see you next week.